Alright, welcome back to Tail 3 Cabins. I'm back down here in southern Ohio. I just got here a little while ago, long enough to get the RV parked over there, come back here, get the lawnmower, cut some grass around where the RV is going to park because the grass is pretty tall. Brought the lawnmower back. I figured I would just go ahead and cut the rest of the grass around here that I could get to with all the equipment, machinery, and mud and everything else in the way. Now, if you look back here, you can see that they backfilled since the last time I was here. They put a little bit of stone all around the foundation and perimeter. So that is all set to go. The next thing is for the house to be delivered. And with any luck, that'll be first thing tomorrow morning. So when I get up in the morning, I'm gonna have my cup of coffee and hopefully looking out the window, or maybe when I get over here, I'm gonna see 2 flatbed trucks. And I'm not sure how that's gonna go the first day. I think they're just gonna deliver them. They might get one up top here and they might set one out by the road. We'll see how that all plays out. So a lot happening this week. Why don't you stick around and check it out. I am gonna go get that large propane tank that I couldn't use last time and see if I can haul it over there. I have the adapter that I need, and if I can get some air conditioner running, because it's about 86 degrees right now. The sun's beating down on that RV and it's pretty warm. It's going to be like that all week. So I'm hoping to have the luxury of using up that whole propane tank and just using my generator. We'll see if the air conditioner will work okay on the generator on propane. I know it does with gasoline, but we'll have to test that out too. So why don't you stick around and check it all out. I was ready to have coffee and I was just putting a bagel in the toaster and I noticed that they showed up, so I ran over here as quick as I could with the UTV so we could start our day. Good, how are you? These guys have about a 10-minute lead from the other half of the house, which is dragging a little bit behind. Now, instead of widening the apron with a bunch of stone and new culvert pipes, they're just going to add some blocking and cribbing to where they think the wheels are going to run into the ditch. So you have to go all the way back to Harler's for the second one? Okay. So it'll be a little bit of a lag between
That gives them time. They got to set up equipment in the basement, set the block,
Okay.
do the seal plate. So it gives them
Okay, gotcha.
coordinated efforts.
How long do you guys think it'll be? Just the morning?
That's a little over an hour there.
Yeah.
Then hook up, there was about 20 minutes. And an hour, it's slower to come back.
The truck has been disconnected from the house, and this orange device on tracks, which is controlled by remote, will be doing most of the work getting the sections of home in place. This will be the moment of truth coming up here. A pretty good incline followed by a turn.
I'm good. I'm good.
It's a pretty tight squeeze, but things are still moving. But the incline is becoming a little too much for the initial tow vehicle, and they're going to have to hook up a bobcat to help it out. As they get closer to where the house is going to set, space is becoming a premium, so it's a little time to regroup. They're going to unload a bunch of stuff off of the trailers to get the trailers out of the way, and then start moving the house again. In the trailers is a treated wood for the sill plate. Also, it has a bunch of steel, square steel, that's going to be used for the rails, which it will be assembled in a manner that they can roll the house onto its foundation.
We're going to install the sill plate all the way around.
Okay.
Stack the block on the inside, and then set our steel up.
Okay.
And then once we get all our steel laid out, we're going to pull that half and spot it.
Okay.
And by then, the second half will be here, and we'll pull it up here.
Okay. So how long of a day do you have here then?
It'll be a full day because we won't get all this done before he gets here. The main goal is just to get the steel trailer unloaded before he gets back, so we can get that second half up.
Okay.
Or the first half up and spotted.
So it looks like it's going to squeeze through there, huh?
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Went pretty well coming out.
Yeah.
Finally got some nice weather. Dry
Yeah. You know why? Because I planted grass at home.
Yeah.
So it hasn't rained since we put the seed down 10 days ago.
Oh,
So,
never fails.
yeah.
Okay, equipment has been shuffled around. There's guys working inside the foundation doing their prep work, and we have eyeballs on the house again as it's making its way up the drive. If you watched the previous episodes, you know that this mound of dirt and gravel that we're on right now was specifically made just so they could offload the home onto the foundation. And although the intent of this drive was temporary, we're thinking of making it permanent. About 25 more feet to go, and it looks like the Bobcat is going to have to assist as the tracks are starting to spin. To offload, the house is going to need to be a certain distance away from the foundation and a certain height above the foundation.
How close do you have to get?
Within an inch.
Yeah.
The problem right now, we need to take the front, this end of the house this way, but we're spinning on the massive. So they won't go there. Beams we have to put on it, so the closer we
Can
get
you
to
pull
that,
from the behind with the Bobcat or no? Yeah. What's the right height compared to, you got to be above the foundation, right?
Yeah. It should be 11. Right now it's at 14, but we put mats underneath to give us a little extra.
Yeah.
During the prep work on the inside, they noticed that two of the forms did not hold up well concrete-wise. They were still wet, and there wasn't much there when it comes to concrete. If you watch the episode where they pumped the concrete up here, you know that those last two forms was at the tail end of the concrete, and it was very soupy. This could create a massive delay. I wasn't sure if they were aware of it or not, but the masons did leave a couple sacks of mortar and some sand, which was sitting by our shed.
You need sand for that, or it doesn't matter?
We got a little sand.
There's a little bit, yeah, I was going to say on this hillside there.
I've done concrete for a couple years.
I'll take the mortar and reform the last 2 pads. Only problem is there's a little shortage of water around here. I grabbed the 5-gallon pail and went down in the creek with the UTV.
Thank you.
Tried not to spill it.
Thank you.
But the best I could do.
Oh, that's perfect.
Major delay averted, and it's just in time for the other half of the house to show up.
Take me 12 hours for one piece.
Oh, really?
That one was one I was really scratching my head going, how am I going to do this?
There's a little concern that some of the brush still might be in the way, especially when it comes for the second half to be offloaded. So the Bobcat is going to widen things up a little bit so it's easier to get their equipment up there and actually park on the side of the foundation, not being blocked by a home right now. prep work on the inside of the foundation is being finished. If you notice, there are blocks that are stacked up as pillars, and there's little pads on top, and they vary in thickness to try to keep everything perfectly level. The interior portions of the home will set on these blocks. Also, the trailer that the home came on is basically going to be disassembled. The axles and the wheels will be taken off. The front V that houses the hitch is going to be coming off, and the rest of the frame will stay with the house and support it. This was like a secondary driveway area that we haven't used in years just because it's gotten too slick, especially when it rains out. But the Bobcat operator is going to dress this up a little bit so most of the trucks and trailers can use this as an exit rather than backing down our driveway. All right, so another productive day. Everybody's packed up and gone home. It's about 3:15. They're gonna come back in the morning, bright and early, get here about 7:30. But as you can see, they got all their pylons up, all their pillars stacked with block. Also, you notice now these steel runners have been installed, and that's basically how they're going to roll the house off of its platform over here and onto the foundation. So that's gonna happen first thing in the morning. They still have 2 more piers to set up with block from the ones that did not set well from the previous concrete job. They put some mortar in there. That should set up nicely with the sun out and everything drying up. Everything is going pretty good. They got the houses up here. I think that's the hard part and most worrisome part, was just being able to get up the driveway. But they have both homes up here now. This one is ready to go. It's all staged and ready to be offloaded. The next one is just below it on our alternate driveway over there. So things are looking pretty good. So hope you subscribe so you can see how this project ends up turning out. And hit that like button too if you don't mind. A lot of effort goes into these videos. But that's going to do it for today. I appreciate everybody watching, and keep an eye on us. Take care, everybody.